lag enough as it is in the damn game.
It's like a parrot.
The CPUs were, depending upon what level of difficulty you were playing on, were either really good or really stupid. That's pretty much it. There wasn't a medium CPU, a CPU that would just be on, like, equal level with you. They were either really good and you just had to stay ahead of them to actually get anything done, because if they got ahead of you, you'd, like, never catch up, or, they were really stupid and they just ran into things and you'd never get ahead of you at all.
I liked how there was a lot of different pathways, but that kind of worked against it because you could barely ever see where you were going.
Yeah, you had no idea what was coming next, usually.
Like, sometimes it's fun to see your friend, like, I can see you moving around, but if you're not on the same pathway, then you can't see them. And, like...
Yeah, also, if you don't know which pathway to take, you might take the wrong one because you didn't have time to decipher which one was which. Like, you come up and you see a blue and a red sign, and you don't have time to switch to the blue one. Let's say you're playing as Sonic. You didn't have time to go over to the blue one, so you go to the red one, and you get raped because you're not Knuckles or whoever's Power.
Yeah.
Are we talking about Zero Gravity or, the first one?
First one.
I haven't really played as much of Zero Gravity as I have the first one, because I actually rented the first one and beat the entire game, did everything.
Played the second one at all.
Well, I like the trick system in the first one.
The trick system was pretty cool, but I hated the announcer. I'll tell you that. That announcer was annoying as hell. Oh, he screwed up. Oh, hey, he fucking sucks. Look, he didn't pull off the best trick in the game. Guess he blows ass.
Sonic is gaining speed. Sonic is taking the lead. I know. Shut up.
God, they tell you everything that happens. Sonic picked up a ring bottle. Might as well have told you that.
Sonic is getting some turbulence.
I kind of like how you could get like a lot of like the riding on people's trails, like riding on air trails to catch up. That was the one thing you could basically do that would help you catch up, was riding on people's air trails.
I don't know if
it was actually quite fun to do so.
But if there's a lot of people behind you and you knew that they were riding a turbulence, you could do a tornado and
you could lead them right into something bad.
Yeah. And it would be cool.
I always do that to my friends whenever we played. I'd always lead them into something. Like if I knew they were riding my air trail because of screen looking, yes, I screen looked, so sue me. But, yeah, I would always try to lead them into obstacles I knew they couldn't get away from. Like, if my friend was playing as Knuckles, I'd lead him into the flight path.
You can also, if you press L and R at the same time, you do a tornado and they just run right into it.
Yeah.
There were a lot of
interesting elements to that game. It's just they weren't put together as well as I'd hoped. Because once somebody's got a pretty good lead on you, it's really hard to catch up. It's hard to get up there.
Yeah. The only character I really was able to play with very well was Sonic, and with the speed skates. I really liked playing that.
I was not very happy with the fact that you get off your board and you can still run moderately fast, but the boards are so much faster than Sonic. Whatever happened to him being like, the fastest thing alive, bullshit, blah blah blah. These boards don't even look like they're going that fast. How did Sonic get so slow? Did he put on weight? Is he just a lazy asshole? Is it all the, like, giant... Oh, yeah, another thing. The giant-ass, like, gloves and shoes. Everybody's gloves and shoes are huge in that game. Why? Maybe that's why they're so slow.
I saw this one video where guys who got
their shoes and hands are the size of their head.
Continue on. Shock.
The guys took out the air system in the game with like some kind of memory thing in Sonic Fires, and he just used the skates and he just ran through the whole level, and I was like, it was hilarious. It was kind of fast. It wasn't that fast though.
The story mode was kind of boring as well. You were basically just racing a bunch of CPUs. You beat the race, you get a cutscene, go beat another race.
Yeah, and they didn't really play as Sonic.
Half the time you didn't even have to get first place. Half the time it was excusable to just get like second.
The only thing that was different, the only time it was different was when you were battling that like giant genie thing.
which wasn't really that great either.
Yeah, it didn't look like furious like it usually does in the last boss of Sonic games. They look like scary and everything.
Well,
cool.
it was a gimmick game. It wasn't really expected to be, like, amazing. I don't know what you were expecting, but I wasn't expecting an epic last boss. Hell, I wasn't really even expecting a boss. Also, the crap that you have to go through in that game to get the Chaos Emerald that allows you to be supersonic is annoying. There's just no point. I cheated though, no lie. I couldn't do it. There's just too much crap. I cheated, I got supersonic, and then I realized he really wasn't that special. The only thing that's really great about him is he's all three types. He can take any path. He can fly, he has power, and he can also take speed pass. He can grind rails and all that. He basically is supersonic when you have 50 rings, blah blah blah. He stays in it till you have rings. Actually, it's really pointless. He can, every time you pick up a ring, he wastes it. He turns back into supersonic the second you have a ring. So if you're not picking up large amounts of rings at once, he blows them like crazy. He's always max level. He can't be hurt, but the second you run out of rings, you're off your board and running around as normal Sonic. But you go on the board when you're supersonic.
Did you try playing as Knights? Because I didn't really like playing as Knights when I tried her out when I unlocked her.
They just put her in there just because they knew people would want to play as her.
Are we moving on now?
Sure.
Yeah, to what? I guess zero gravity. I don't know much about it. Go ahead and give us your feedback on that.
I heard they took out the air bar, and it sounded better.
Yeah, they did take out the air bar, but what was really crappy about it is they took out the best thing of the game. The previous one before it. Riding Turbulence now is really stupid. It is like a flat piece of air, and you can't do tricks off of it. You can barely even see it. There's no arrows, so you don't know. It's not as curvy as it was before, and it doesn't feel as good. And it barely ever shows up. And you get gravity powers, which are only useful on a sharp turn, and it's just dumb. But the only thing that they improved about the game, like everything else is bad or worse from the first game before it, but the only thing they made better is there's more vehicles and more characters. That's about it.
What Silver do?
You can use this telekinesis. Oh, there's also something else in the game that really sucks. You know how if you boost, you can't boost in it either. But you know how when you boosted, you were near someone, it would attack them.
Yeah,
now
I like that.
Well, you have to get a power up, and it's even more stupid because most of the characters, when they get this power up, they start running on their feet, and they're faster than the board is, and then they attack you if you hit someone. So why are they even on the board if they can run faster?
Oh my god, that's so stupid. It's worse than I thought it was.
Oh no.
Yeah, they run faster when they get this power up.
Random. I don't think they've, aside from Brawl, which is pretty much one of my favorite games of all time, and Sonic being in it is just icing on the cake, since he's actually a good character. I don't think there's a whole lot of games out right now after that, Sonic-wise.
Sonic
and... I thought that was good.
I never played it.
I
never got it.
Me either. I just heard it was pretty good, as good as Sonic Rush was. I heard that the raccoon character was annoying though.
Well, we saw it coming.
Maybe we should talk about the voice actors now.
Yeah, let's see what we think about the voice actors. Alright, we're talking about the voice actors now. Voice actors of Sonic and stuff.
Well, I'll just get mine out right at the front then. I really liked the Adventure series, like voice actors. I guess Ryan Drummond did Sonic from what I hear, or something.
Yeah.
I liked that voice a lot. Hey, and
Yeah,
while we're at it, I actually liked Jaleel White as well. He was pretty freaking cool. He did a good
Yeah.
Sonic back in the day. I wouldn't mind if they brought him back.
It'd be a lot better than Jason Griffith. I'm not trying to be a Griffith hater, but you know, I'm not gonna tell you that he's like, yeah, like all the time. But you know, it's just he's boring. I don't know what it is about it, but it just doesn't feel as extreme and exciting.
I
as
would
it is.
say Brawl, his voice acting was a bit better than most of the games.
Yeah, in my opinion,
Yeah, what I
Brawl
usually
is
like
like
to-
his best performance next to Shadow the Hedgehog.